Hey guys, Bob McBride, Black Powder TV. What did I say? Bob McBride, Black Powder TV. Today we're out here at the range and with the Alan Martin early Lancaster John Newcomer inspired Shimmel. So you guys saw this hopefully on the spotlight video on this gun. 58 caliber. I think I said in the video that this was a walnut stock. Sure looks like one, doesn't it? Sort of. It's just the color made me say the wrong thing, but it's a sugar maple stock. So beautiful 58 caliber Alan Martin early Lancaster John Newcomer Shimmel, 45.5-inch barrel, 58 caliber coned muzzle, and simple. So this is the gun that I swapped out for, well, I didn't trade it. I traded this, sold this, and did a bunch of shenanigans, but this is the gun that's going to replace the 58 caliber Mike Brooks gun. Did a lot of jerking around to get a hold of this Alan Martin gun, so I'm pretty excited about it. Sorry about the light, it's a little funky, but that's okay. We're just up here at the rifle part of the range to do our first shot, see where this thing hits. I've never shot this before. Came in the box and it went on my rack. This is the first time to have it out in the range, so I'm pretty excited about that. You'll notice with the funky light you may not be able to see the target up there. That's okay. Right up in this corner I'll put the close-up with the second camera so you can see where it impacts, but I need to see where this thing impacts at 30 yards or so, and I can make my adjustment for just plinking on the range a little bit today. So let's go take a look. I need to go turn camera 2 on and then we'll get her loaded up. So I'll see you in just a second. All right, so got the camera turned on. Let's load her up and get a shot down range, see where this thing hits. So 58 caliber. Got my patch lube, my lubed patch material ready to go. We're gonna start out today with, since I've never shot this before, 58 cal, I'm gonna start out with 75 grains of powder. See what she does there. We're just gonna take a lot of shooting to get it dialed in, but just for plinking, I think this will be perfect. And I dropped the horn plug because it's not connected yet to the horn, and I'm used to unplugging it and dropping it, so be careful with that. I always figure out a way to connect it. So there we go. Little powder down the bore. Let's reach in, grab a ball. I'm using 570 balls today. This gun may take 575, you know, 573s, who knows. I've got all those balls, but we'll figure that out as we go. So patch material over the muzzle and thumb starter, and cut at the muzzle. Oops. And give her a cut. And starter. Let's see if we can start this load with, there we go. It's a little tight. It's a little tight combo for this stick, so we'll have to see how that works. But let's go over here, take this first shot, and see what we got. Since we're already here, I got a new flint in her. I'll go ahead and get the priming in. And let's go take a look. All right, we'll walk down there, take a look. You guys have seen it already, I haven't. Let's walk down there, take a look, and then we'll head down to the short range. Elevation looks good. It was a little to the right, as you saw. So we'll shut this bad boy down, head to the short range, and do a little plinking. We'll see in a few. All right, guys, so here we are down at the short range. We'll be shooting from 30, 40, 50 yards today. It's nice and shady down here. You can't beat that on a hot day. It's Middle Tennessee here. It's probably 85 today. So that's hot for us. I'm out of the sun. I'm happy about that. So here we are. Let's go ahead and load this bad boy up. And measure of powder. Give her a tap. Grabbing a ball out of here, 570. Piece of patching material. Thumb start it. Knife out. Give her a nice slice. Get her started in the grooves. A little tight combo there. Yep, I'm gonna get the range rod a little too tight a combo. Back to half cock. Little Nolby in the pan. Close the prison. I'm real curious about how this does offhand. She's about 9 pounds, so she's a big old girl, big old beefy girl. That's typical of the early guns, early Lancasters or whatever. Just the early guns, kind of circa 1750, would have been bigger, beefier, more like a musket, right, than a golden age. So 1800, 1790 to 1825 or so, the golden age, where all the fancy guns were with all the shining brass and all that. Those were slim and trim, like a Southern rifle, like my Kibler, like the Dupre Saudi. But these early guns would have been bigger and beefier. And bigger and beefier is also better offhand. You got to find the weight that you like. But for me, 9 pounds offhand is just enough weight out there to hold her steady for me. So let's give her a shot. Man, that 58 hits like a ton of bricks, doesn't it? That's nice. All right, so I don't know. This is a new lube I'm trying as well. It's a homemade lube. It's actually a secret. A buddy of mine told me, asked me not to spread it out, tell people about it. It's his own personal lube, and you know, different people are different ways, and so I respect that. But it's a new lube, home mixed, 3 different mixes. A little bit of beeswax in it, a couple other things, natural things. No 409 or any weird stuff. So I'm going to swab the bore till I get a feel for just how this lube works. But this 9-pound gun does hold steady. And they got a little weight out on the end. tapered and flared muzzle like this. So from about right here, that's about its thinnest spot right here. As it gets here, it flares out, and that puts that weight on the end. So when you're offhand shooting, it really wants to hold steady for you. Just pretty hard to beat. And this cone, I'm gonna have to get used to this, just how hard to push it in, so when you lift this up and cut, you're not trying to pull the ball out. That's one of the things about coning, is you want it just enough that the ball that you use wants to hold firm when you cut. Sorry to keep going out of frame here, but I got to get this range rod. All right, so she's on half cock. Get the priming horn, and I'm using 2F, 70 grains of 2F. I switched from 75 up there to 70. And 570 ball, 0.022 pillow ticking material. So it shouldn't be, it's not too tight, but it's pretty darn tight. So let's see if we can hit that 2 liter out there, just there. Not too shabby. We'll take it. And I'm trying to get a feel for just how much buildup is down here just forward of where the ball sets when it's loaded. And just see if I can feel any fouling down there. If you get fouling, usually it's because you're getting blow by. But it feels okay. Give her another shot here. I don't need to be in there. I need to be in my horn. I got to tie this horn stopper to my bag. I like pulling it off and just slinging it. One less thing to hold on to, keep up with. Load her up, give her a few taps, grab a round ball. See how nice that is? Instead of pulling out a little ball bag and shaking one out. And I used to do that. For a short period. Yep. Tight combo. And I'd be hitting that more manly, but still got that surgery, so still recovering. And it's really not as tight as it looks. It's just the fact that my hand just I can't hit it as hard. All right, she's at half cock. Pretty handy place to keep your priming horn if you're going to carry one. I guess I could just keep it in my bag, as this is mainly for extra patching and pistol balls. Well, we got hit now. Let's just reach out there 75 yards and hit that gong. See how we do. I'm just really enjoying putting this to shoulder and seeing how that front bead just wants to set dead solid. So that's always nice. Not too shabby. Yeah, this is a nice shooting gun. You know, these 8-9 pounders, seems like it's going to be heavy, you know, but you're carrying it like this most of the time, you know, like this most of the time, like this. Not very heavy that way, you know. It's not like a 10-pound bag of sugar that you're trying to, you know, figure out how to hold. Lots of easy ways to hold this, you know, shoulder arms, lots of comfortable ways to carry it where it doesn't, you know, it's not any kind of toting weight. So, but like I said, when you shoulder it, that weight comes in handy. Super lightweight gun, and I love that Mike Brooks gun, but little short 28-inch barrel. I did a lot of deer hunting standing, leaning up against a tree, sitting up against a tree, and I just like, and stalking. I do some stalking. So I'd spot a deer stalking, and I'd slip over to a tree to get my shot, and that was great, but a lot of times I was in a thicket of young stuff, you know, so I could still get in there, but sometimes you're trying to find a gap through the brush, through the leaves, through the branches, and where you see that gap where that perfect shot is may not be right up against a tree that you can brace on. So even though I love that gun for a deer gun, I wanted something that I could shoot from the deer stand and I could shoot stalking, and this I think is going to work just fine. It's funny, I was born in Houston where it's, you know, 105 degrees, 99% humidity, can't even walk outside, check the mail without pouring sweat. I got here and man, it felt like heaven. Every day was like San Diego. But after 10 years plus in Tennessee, 80 degrees feels hot. Pretty funny. Also spent from 7 years old to 17 years old in Alaska, where it was 70 degrees. Well, I got, you know, 85 every now and then, but 75 degrees in the summer and 65 below in the winter. So my body also got used to cold. So I like the cold. I'd rather bundle up, be warm, and cold weather than be out in the heat sweating. But like I said, born in Texas, I can handle that too. So, you know, we're just talking here. All right, so let's get this horn. You notice I fling that horn back behind me. So the muzzle flash, I mean the flash from the flash hole is not anywhere near this horn, because I got a pound of powder in there. Dang it, I dropped the thing again. All right, pause. All right, I got to stop being an idiot and throwing this thing on the ground. I just need to get it tethered, you know, because I'm so used to just tossing it. All right, and I should have brought a little smaller ball with me, because this combo is a little tight. But this is supposed to be, yeah, this is supposed to be a pretty darn good lube for being super slick. So jury's still out. That went down nice. Maybe I shouldn't have been cleaning that lube out of there. Oh yeah. Huh? Yeah, shouldn't have been cleaning that lube out of there. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll take one more shot and then I'll get you guys out of here. But I'll do one more without, I'm absent-minded today. I'll do one more without cleaning. Just see how this lube is. I think it's going to be good. Feels slick. See how you get all that powder on your hand? Give that a wipe off. You don't want anything that's going to burn you if you get some fire to it. And always keep your head, even when I lean the gun up against my shoulder, my head's cocked over. So always be thinking safety. Sharpen my knife. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have been wiping that lube out of there. Let's try it with the stick. Oh yeah, yeah, boy, he was right. That lube is awesome. And since this is a brand new gun, I'm not entirely certain where all the stuff is. So if I'm fumbling around like a moron, that's why. All right. What are we gonna hit? Let's reach out there, get that little silhouette target that's out there at 60 yards. See if we can hit that. Not too shabby. All right, fellas. Well, the Allen Martin early Lancaster, John Newcomer inspired Shimmel, pretty darn good. This new secret sauce lube, pretty darn good. I was having a lot more trouble when I was cleaning and wiping a patch. So, and it went down easier each time that I did not clean the bore. So I'm real happy with this lube. I'm real happy with this gun. 9 pounds, holds off hand. That was a pretty darn good shot. Out there at that small silhouette, she was steady as can be. I'm happy with it. We'll get her back out pretty darn soon, do some more shooting. But until then, oh, and I always do that, don't I? Oh, one more thing. Next time we'll get out the probably the Kibler Squirrel, either the Kibler Squirrel Rifle 36 and do the cone test, finish up that cone test. I've got guys on ALR wearing me out about that. Or we'll get out the Jack Brooks Type G trade gun, 20 bore, smooth bore, 20 gauge, and shoot some shot. I'm kind of jonesing to shoot some shot, and I've also got a Brad Emig 54 caliber smooth pistol that I just got the kit, and it's on my workbench. So I'd love to get that because it's smooth, and I'd love to get that out here and shoot some shot through that. You know, that's a smooth 54 caliber, smooth, you know, medium length barrel. That's going to be, you know, 10 yards at the max, you know, 20 feet, that kind of thing. So we'll get out here and shoot some shot. I'm jonesing to shoot some shot out of a pistol or one of the smooth bores. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming, fellas. Check the playlist for anything that may interest you. If you're a beginner shooter, please check the New Shooter Series videos. See if there's anything in there that you can learn from. If you're not a new shooter, more range stuff coming. Thanks, guys. Take her easy. Bye.